One of the things that Chas and I love to do in Rosie, the Tesla Model Y, is to go camping, to go tailgating, and just road tripping in general. And if you have something to keep your drinks cold and keep them consistently cold, it makes the trip so much better. So I've got something to show you guys in the house that we're gonna install in Rosie that's gonna make our trips much happier and provide us with those cold drinks that we so desire. Here we go. So Tila Yard sent us this Model Y Juniper refrigerator. This goes in the little storage compartments in the back of the trunk. We're gonna go ahead and unbox it here, then we're gonna go do the install. Pretty excited about this. As I said before, this is gonna open up so many opportunities for Chas and I when we go travel. You know, the one thing that we really need when we go travel is cold drinks. And this is gonna provide that for us. Also, when we go camping, if we were to bring like butters or eggs or anything like that, this will help us keep all those things cool. So the packing, it comes with your styrofoam packing and also all of your instructions to be able to install it. It's very nice. I like the way they did that. It's all in one place there, one packaging. And then all of this is inside styrofoam. You can see how nicely packed it is because it's hard for me to get it out. So it's all in these bags to keep it from getting scratched up. Here's one of the trays. And then the other tray that goes inside that tray. All of this looks like it's been done with 3D printing. It's really, really nice and rugged. An additional tray. And this is the actual refrigerator unit. It has your little wire tray like you do in your regular refrigerator at home. Nice little terry cloth deal here. Not real sure what they want us to do with this terry cloth, but we're going to find out as we get the install going. And inside the refrigerator, there's also a light in here, and we'll show all this when we install it. Here's your 12-volt power connector. Controls here. This is the vent for the refrigerator itself, and then it opens here, has a latch, and there's your refrigerator. All this will look much better once we get it in. Just wanted to show you the unboxing. So now, let's go get this in the car. So, we have our quick start guide, and we're gonna follow these instructions, because if I don't follow these instructions, I'll inevitably mess it up, and I'll be in the doghouse with Chas, and we don't wanna be there. So, step one, you're gonna lift the trunk plate. Too easy. This comes out, go ahead and set it to the side. So now we're gonna take this piece, this is what they call the lower portion of the refrigerator, and we're gonna put it inside the lower left portion over here. Fits just like a Lego block right in there. You can see how it's shaped. It fits real well. Now we're going to take the upper part. It's got some Velcro here. This Velcro is going to help keep it glued onto the side. And we need to take this 12-volt connector first. And we're going to find the hole here where the charger's at. And go ahead and plug that in. Slide that right into place. There's a lip on the back. This has to be pushed where it'll be flush with that lip. Now the next step, we've pushed this back where it aligns with the lip. Next thing you want to do is open this up, and we're going to look back here, and we're going to make sure that everything is nicely aligned, and you can see there that it is. Before we move on to the next step, we got to make sure that everything's aligned. All right, so we've got the pins. These are the lock pins. One of the things you got to make sure of is that these holes are aligned, and you may have to move this around a little bit to make sure that you get inside the holes. So what we're going to show now, go ahead and put this in. I'm going to apply just a little bit of pressure to get it where it needs to be. Voila, we're in. So the next step is we're going to rotate these 90 degrees where they're faced inward towards each other. Just like that. Next step is we're going to push these down, and what this is doing is when we push this down is it's tightening these two pieces of this refrigerator together where it's good and stable. And the final piece is this cover. It's just simply going to go over the top of this where it looks nice and clean. And there you go.
24 hours later.
What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and fill this thing up. One of the things that we didn't show is how you adjust the cooling. We've got it down to 4 degrees Celsius right now. If I wanted to, I can adjust it down. I can adjust it up. We're going to put it on 4 degrees Celsius for now. Now, one of the things that we watched and we saw and we listened to the folks that have these is that the bottom is not as cool as the top. So we're going to put our waters down in the bottom. We don't mind if they're a little warmer, but what we don't want to have is warm Cokes and warm energy drinks. So they're going to go right here in the top. You have to remember that this is on an angle, so you will have to fool around a little bit here to try and figure out how to get them in there. Good thing is this has a latch, so as I close it, it's in there, we're ready to go. This is going to be a good trip. We're headed to Dover Motor Speedway for the race. It's just right up the road from here. We're about 250 miles away, so it'll be a good test for the refrigerator to see how it does. So one of the really cool things about this refrigerator is it also has an app. It's through TMI. That's the manufacturer of the Glacier Y. We've already got everything added and downloaded. It works through Bluetooth. And now we have all these selections. We can raise or lower the temperature. We can put it on eco mode. We can turn it off and on. A lot of good functionality right from the front seat. Been traveling about an hour now. The refrigerator is nice and cool at 5 degrees Celsius. It's time for a nice cold drink. This is the real test of this refrigerator. I believe I'm going to go with an energy drink. Woo, nice and cold. Oh yeah, baby. Good and cold. If you'd like to watch more Tesla videos, click the link above.